Looking for some games that won't break the bank? In this video, I'm going to be going through 10 games that you can buy for under $10 US. Now, it goes without saying that due to exchange rates and things like that, prices will vary, but you'll be happy to know that I've taken this list based off non-sale prices, so these games will never be more than 10 USD regardless of whether or not they're on sale. Without further ado, let's dive into 10 games under $10. First up, we have the I Commissioned series. Now, this one is a bit of a 10 games in one kind of situation because the I Commissioned series includes a bunch of different hidden object games, all with different things to find. The story goes that the dev paid artists to hide bees or other animals in artwork, and you'll need to find them all to win. This is a hidden object game with a simple cartoon style that is really basic, but really fun. Each game in this series comes in well under the $10 mark, and you can choose from bees, mice, cats, bunnies, snails, unicorns, the list goes on. There's actually 45 different games in the series, and there's even a couple of them for free if you want to try it out before you buy, but each one of the games in this series is well under the $10 mark, and it's definitely a good one to choose if you'd like a hidden object game. Papers, Please is a pretty classic game at this point, and even though it was released over 10 years ago, it's still a whole lot of fun to play. You'll take on the role of an immigration inspector after having your name drawn in the labor lottery, and you'll need to determine who should be allowed to enter the country by checking the traveler's documents and using the government's inspect, search, and fingerprint systems. This game is definitely simple done well, and at just under 10 USD, it is a really great purchase. The Miniverse series includes Mini Metro and Mini Motorways, both games about creating the ultimate train or road system. You'll need to carefully manage your pathways to support a growing city, ensuring maximum efficiency. And whether you choose trains or cars, this is a really cool simulation game that definitely challenges your thinking and management skills. You can get either one of these games for just under 10 USD. And at the time of this recording, it's actually on sale in the Steam Spring Sale, so you can get both for just over the $10 mark too. Assemble with Care is a game that sees you play as a tinkerer who heads to a different town and needs to basically find work to be able to survive. You'll set out on a beautiful visual novel type story where you need to fix different townsfolk's items to help them on their way. You'll be able to pull apart and put back together things like cameras, tape dispensers, you name it. There's a whole lot of different things to find, and it's a really relaxing puzzle game that's so soothing and satisfying when you finally get to put the pieces back together properly. This one is definitely a great story-rich game for the puzzle lover. Unboxing the Cryptic Killer is a two-player co-op game that you can play with a friend where you play as two detectives working to solve who the Cryptic Killer is. Now, you actually get locked in a room with a bomb, and there's a whole lot of different puzzles that you need to solve to be able to defuse the bomb before it goes off and hopefully catch the Cryptic Killer along the way. You and whoever you choose to play this game with will see different things on your screens. So it's definitely a really cool way to experience a game, and you definitely need communication skills that are on point if you want to be able to solve the mystery. You can pick this one up for well under $10, but each player does need to own a copy of the game, so take that into account when you are playing. Townscaper is a building sandbox sim where you get to create your own little cute town. There's a whole bunch of different color options, different style options, and more that you can use to craft the coziest, cutest little seaside town, and it's totally up to you how you want to do it. This game has no rules, no challenges, no anything like that. It really just has the freedom to express yourself however you want. Whether it's making a rainbow town or making a town all in one color, it's completely up to you, and you can play this for under $10, which is even better. Minami Lane is a recently released neighborhood simulation building game where you get to build your own cozy neighborhoods. You'll need to make sure you build housing for residents, shops that satisfy all of their needs, and of course, parks and other things to make your street beautiful enough to attract the adorable kitties. This one is surprisingly complex with a puzzle element of trying to figure out what the ideal recipe or ideal products are for the different resident types, and it's the perfect intro to a city builder simulator, and you can't go wrong because it's under $10. In Sticky Business, you own your very own sticker business. You get to completely design your own stickers with a whole bunch of cool design elements in the game, and then you get to print them out, cut them out, package them, and ship them off to your customers. This one is the perfect sticker business simulator with a whole lot of cozy, cute vibes. It's definitely a game that doesn't have a whole lot of pressure or even targets that you need to hit, so you can design and sell at completely your own pace. And of course, you can do so for under $10. If you're a fan of a good psychological horror puzzler game, the Rusty Lake games all come in at the under $10 mark. These games follow a whole range of different characters, and they're actually mostly interconnected too. So you'll be able to pick up on references from some of the other games in the future ones, which is really cool. There is The Past Within, which is a co-op game if you're looking for something to play with a friend, but you also have a whole bunch of different single player games, all with this creepy, eerie, psychological horror theme and puzzles to solve, which are really fun, and you can purchase each one of these games for under $10 US. And last but certainly not least, we have SUMMERHOUSE, a sandbox building simulation game where you get to create pretty much whatever you want within the theme of an Italian summer. This one definitely brings these summer vibes, and you can tell there's a heavy European influence in the design of the different building elements, but basically you have a whole bunch of different blocks and things that you can choose to build with, and you get to make whatever you want. There's a whole bunch of different secret items that you can unlock by piecing certain elements together, but apart from that, there is no goals, no time limit, no anything like that, so it is definitely the perfect cozy building game to remind you of summer. If $10 is still a little bit too much for you, I have some great news, because not only are there a bunch of free games on Steam, but a lot of games on Steam actually have free demos that you can play. Demos are a really great way to get a feel for a game before you buy it, which absolutely helps when you are making sure that each dollar counts, but they're also completely free and can often just be the first couple of hours of gameplay of the full game anyway. So it can be a really fun and free way to spend a couple of hours by checking out the demos. I particularly recommend the prologue versions of games, which are essentially the first couple of hours of gameplay. They are really great value. And of course, they're totally free. That is a wrap on 10 games you can find for under $10 USD. I hope this has helped give you some ideas of games that you can play that hopefully won't break the bank for you. And if you have any other favorites that are on the cheaper side, please drop them in the comments below so we can help each other out. Until next time, stay caffeinated.